A silent language. Few creatures express their affection quite like a cat. A gentle head boop, a rumbling purr, the slow blink of contentment. These are the unspoken words of love from our feline companions. But unlike other species, a cat's love is delicate. It's a bond built on trust and understanding. And just as easily as it is earned, this trust can be broken. Sometimes we misinterpret a cat's subtle cues. We miss the flick of a tail, the flattened ears, and slowly, that precious bond begins to fray. Today, we'll explore 9 ways you could be losing your cat's love without realizing. The good news? You can fix it, if you catch it in time. Number 1. Ignoring their boundaries. In the wild, a cat's survival depends on its ability to set boundaries. A hiss, a swat, a flash of teeth. These are not signs of aggression, but rather a language of self-preservation. Domestic cats retain these instincts. When a cat flattens its ears, avoids eye contact, or even simply walks away, they are communicating their need for space. Ignoring these signals can be detrimental to the delicate balance of trust you share. Imagine, if you will, being pursued relentlessly when you've made it clear you need a moment of solitude. The frustration builds, the annoyance festers, and eventually, that once easy companionship begins to feel strained. So the next time your feline friend seeks a moment of quiet contemplation, resist the urge to coax them back. Let them come to you, for in their own time and on their own terms, they will return, their trust in you reaffirmed. Building a strong bond with a cat is not about demanding affection, but rather about earning it. It's about respecting their boundaries and understanding that their love, like a rare flower, blossoms in its own time. When we allow our cats to dictate the terms of engagement, we demonstrate our understanding of their needs. We show them that their comfort and well-being are paramount, fostering a deeper level of trust and affection. Think of it like building a bridge across a chasm. Each act of respect, each moment of understanding is another stone laid, slowly but surely connecting you to your feline companion. And as the bridge takes shape, you'll find that your cat will meet you halfway, eager to cross over and share the warmth of companionship on their own terms. Number 2. Overstimulation without realizing. Cats, despite their often aloof demeanor, are creatures of comfort and routine. They thrive in environments where they feel safe, secure, and in control. But even the most loving touch can become overwhelming if we're not attuned to their subtle signals. A twitching tail, for instance, often mistaken for contentment, can actually be a sign of rising anxiety in cats. What begins as a playful petting session can quickly escalate into overstimulation, leading to stress and even defensive behavior. Imagine a gentle breeze turning into a howling gale. What was once pleasant becomes overwhelming, even frightening. This is often the experience of a cat subjected to well-intentioned, yet ultimately excessive, petting. It's crucial to remember that every cat has a unique tolerance level for physical affection. Some revel in lengthy strokes, while others prefer a quick ear scratch. Learning to read their subtle cues is essential to maintaining their trust and affection. To avoid inadvertently pushing your cat into a state of overstimulation, it's vital to approach physical affection with a gentle and observant hand. Start slowly, with a few soft strokes along their back or under the chin areas where cats generally enjoy being petted. Slow blinks, soft purrs, a gentle nudge of the head. These are the green lights, signaling that your cat is enjoying the interaction. However, if you notice their tail begin to twitch, their skin ripple, or their ears flatten against their head, it's time to ease back. Give them space, allow them to reset, and approach future petting sessions with a heightened awareness of their boundaries. Remember, building a deep and meaningful bond with your cat is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about respecting their individuality, understanding their language, and showering them with affection in a way that brings them joy, not stress. And number 3, inconsistent routine. In the wild, many creatures thrive on routine. The rising and setting of the sun dictates their rhythms, their patterns of hunting and rest. Our feline companions, though domesticated, still carry this primal instinct within them. A consistent routine, you see, provides a sense of security, a framework upon which they can build their understanding of the world around them. Imagine, if you will, their bewilderment when their human companions behave erratically, their actions unpredictable. Mealtimes might be haphazard, playtime a fleeting whim, and even the simple act of coming and going becomes shrouded in uncertainty. Such inconsistency can be deeply unsettling, a constant source of low-grade stress that erodes the trust so carefully built. Instead, we must strive to become bastions of predictability, our actions as reliable as the changing tides. Regular feeding times, designated playtime, and a consistent schedule for our own comings and goings, these are the cornerstones of a stable and secure environment for our feline friends. Now, this doesn't mean we must transform our lives into rigid timetables devoid of spontaneity. Cats are adaptable creatures, capable of adjusting to the ebb and flow of life. Rather, it's about establishing a basic rhythm, a framework within which they can feel secure. Just as the sun rises each morning and sets each night, so too should certain aspects of their lives remain constant. This predictability, this sense of order, allows them to relax, to feel safe and secure in the knowledge that their world is not prone to sudden, inexplicable shifts. It's a subtle thing, this gift of routine, but its impact on their well-being is profound. By understanding the importance of consistency, by making a conscious effort to create a stable and predictable environment, we strengthen the bond we share with our feline companions, nurturing a relationship built on trust, security, and mutual understanding. Number 4, not giving them enough vertical space. To truly comprehend the needs of a cat, one must look beyond the confines of our homes, back to the ancestral landscapes that shaped their instincts. In the wild, cats are climbers, their lithe bodies perfectly adapted for scaling trees, navigating rocky outcrops, and surveying their domain from lofty heights. This innate desire to ascend, to perch high above the ground, is more than just an instinctual quirk. It is deeply ingrained in their psyche, providing a sense of security and control that is essential to their well-being. In the wild, height offers a vantage point, a place from which to observe potential prey and avoid becoming prey themselves. It is a place of refuge, a sanctuary from danger, and a platform from which to assert dominance. Though our domesticated companions may no longer face the same threats as their wild counterparts, the instinct to climb remains strong. They seek out high places not because they are aloof, but because it is in their nature to do so. Within the confines of our homes, however, opportunities for such vertical exploration are often limited. Flat floors, sprawling furniture, these offer little in the way of climbing or perching. And so, our feline companions are left to improvise, scaling bookshelves, refrigerators, anything to satisfy that primal urge to ascend. Fortunately, there are ways to cater to this innate need, to bring a touch of the wild into our domesticated environments. Cat trees, tall scratching posts, strategically placed shelves, these become more than just furniture. They become vertical playgrounds, offering our feline companions the opportunity to climb, to perch, to survey their domain from a position of safety and security. It is a simple thing, this provision of vertical space, but it speaks volumes to our understanding of their needs. By embracing their natural instincts, by providing them with the means to express their innate behaviors, we enrich their lives immeasurably, creating an environment that is both stimulating and secure. Number 5, punishing instead of understanding. The world of a cat is a complex tapestry of scent, sound, and subtle body language, a language often lost in translation between our two species. What we perceive as misbehavior, a deliberate act of defiance, is often simply a cat trying to communicate their needs in the only way they know how. A scratched sofa, a puddle left outside the litter box, these are not acts of malice, but rather symptoms of an underlying issue. Perhaps the scratching post is in the wrong location, or the litter box hasn't been cleaned to their liking. Punishing a cat for such actions is not only ineffective, but it can also be deeply damaging to the bond we share. Imagine, if you will, being reprimanded for speaking a language you do not understand. Fear and confusion, these are the emotions elicited by punishment, eroding the trust and affection that form the foundation of a strong relationship. It is a betrayal of their understanding, a failure to recognize that their actions are driven by instinct, not malice. Instead of resorting to punishment, we must strive to become detectives, seeking to understand the root cause of the behavior. Is it a sign of stress, a change in routine, or perhaps an underlying medical condition? By observing their body language, by paying attention to the subtle cues they give, we can begin to decipher their needs, to understand the message behind their actions. Only then can we address the issue effectively, providing solutions that are both humane and beneficial. Remember, our feline companions are not trying to spite us. They are simply trying to navigate the world in the only way they know how. By responding with empathy and understanding, by seeking to address the root cause of the problem, we not only modify the behavior, but strengthen the bond we share. For in the end, A relationship built on trust and mutual respect is far more rewarding than one built on fear and punishment. Number 6. Not playing with them enough. In the wild tapestry of life, the feline species are renowned for their prowess as hunters. It is an instinct deeply ingrained within their very being, passed down through countless generations. Even though our domesticated companions may never need to stalk their prey in our homes, the urge to chase, pounce, and capture remains a vital part of their physical and emotional well-being. When we engage in play with our cats, mimicking the movements of their prey, we tap into this primal instinct, providing them with an outlet for their pent-up energy and satisfying their innate need to hunt. This, in turn, strengthens the bond between us, fostering a deeper understanding and connection with these enigmatic creatures we share our lives with. Play is not merely a frivolous pastime for a cat. It is an essential component of their overall health and happiness. Just as a good hunt provides physical exertion and mental stimulation for a wild cat, regular play sessions offer our feline companions a chance to exercise their bodies and engage their minds. A lack of play can lead to boredom, frustration, and even destructive behavior as cats seek other outlets for their pent-up energy. Therefore, it is our responsibility as their caretakers to provide them with ample opportunities for play. This could be as simple as dedicating a few minutes each day to interactive games with a feather wand or a laser pointer, or providing them with a variety of toys that stimulate their natural hunting instincts. By making play a priority in our interactions with our feline companions, we not only enrich their lives but also strengthen the bonds of affection and trust that unite us. Number 7. Not talking to them. While cats may not possess the complex vocalizations of some species, their world is far from silent. They communicate through a rich tapestry of meows, purrs, hisses, and chirps, each sound carrying subtle nuances of meaning. But their communication extends far beyond vocalizations. A flick of the tail, a twitch of the ear, even the way they position their body speaks volumes to those who learn to interpret their subtle cues. And just as they communicate with us, so too do they listen and observe, absorbing the nuances of our tone and body language. Though they may not understand the specific words we utter, they are keenly aware of the emotions conveyed through our tone of voice. Speaking to our cats in gentle, soothing tones conveys affection and reassurance, strengthening the bond between us. Conversely, harsh words, even if not understood in their literal sense, can cause anxiety and fear, eroding the trust we have so carefully built. In the intricate dance between humans and their feline companions, a name is more than just a label. It is a symbol of the unique bond we share. When we choose a name for our cat, we imbue it with our love and affection, and over time, that name becomes synonymous with feelings of comfort, security, and belonging for our feline companions. Just as a mother cat uses her kitten's name to summon it with love and care, so too can we use our cat's name to establish a connection, to communicate our affection, and to create a sense of shared identity. So, speak to your feline companions. Call them by their names. For in doing so, you are not merely uttering words. You are weaving a tapestry of love and understanding that will enrich your lives together. Number 8. Ignoring health or grooming issues. In the intricate tapestry of a cat's life, even the subtlest changes in their behavior can hold profound meaning. A slight shift in appetite, a reluctance to jump, or a matted coat may seem like minor inconveniences to us, but to a cat, these are often the first whispers of discomfort, even distress. Imagine, if you will, trying to communicate a growing pain in your abdomen without the luxury of language. Your cat relies on you, their trusted companion, to decipher these subtle signs and respond with appropriate care. Ignoring them can lead to a breakdown in trust, leaving your feline friend feeling vulnerable and alone. Just as a mother chimpanzee meticulously grooms her young, removing parasites and strengthening their bond, so too do our feline companions rely on us for their well-being. Regular grooming is not merely about aesthetics. It's a vital aspect of their physical and emotional health, a tangible expression of our love and care. Prevention, as they say, is always better than cure. Regular visits to the veterinarian are essential for catching potential health issues in their infancy, before they blossom into something more serious. Just as a herd of elephants relies on the wisdom of its matriarch to guide them to sources of nourishment and safety, so too do our cats depend on our proactive approach to their health. Remember, a simple checkup can often prevent a world of hurt for your feline companion. Early detection of any ailments allows for timely intervention, maximizing the chances of a swift and complete recovery. Moreover, regular vet visits help establish a baseline for your cat's health, making it easier to identify any deviations from the norm. Imagine the relief your cat feels when a nagging discomfort is alleviated thanks to your attentiveness and care. That sense of gratitude, though unspoken, strengthens the bond between you, solidifying your role as their protector and provider. By being attuned to their needs, both big and small, we demonstrate our unwavering commitment to their well-being, and in doing so, we earn their trust, their respect, and above all, their enduring love. Number 9. Assuming they'll always love you no matter what. In the animal kingdom, love is rarely expressed through grand gestures or sweeping pronouncements. Instead, it's woven into the very fabric of their being, communicated through subtle nuances of behavior and the unspoken language of touch. A gentle headbutt, a soft purr, the slow blink of contentment, these are the currencies of love in a cat's world. It's easy to mistake their independent nature for indifference, to assume that their love is unconditional and everlasting. But just like any relationship, the bond between a cat and their human companion requires nurturing and care. Neglect, even unintentional, can chip away at that foundation of trust and affection. Imagine for a moment the life of a solitary leopard in the African savanna. Though seemingly self-sufficient, it craves connection, seeking out the company of its kind during mating season. Similarly, our feline companions, despite their air of independence, yearn for our attention, our affection, and our understanding. To assume that a cat's love is a given, a constant in an ever-changing world, is to take for granted one of life's most precious gifts. Just as a gardener tends to their prized roses, providing water, sunlight, and care, so too must we actively cultivate the love we share with our feline companions. Simple acts of kindness, like providing fresh water, a cozy bed, and stimulating toys, speak volumes in their silent world. Engaging in regular playtime, offering gentle strokes, and speaking to them in soft, reassuring tones are all deposits into the bank of love. Remember, love is not a static entity. It's a living, breathing thing that requires constant nourishment. By making a conscious effort to understand and meet their needs, we ensure that the flame of affection burns bright, illuminating both their lives and our own. Let us never forget that the love of a cat, though often expressed in the quietest of ways, is a treasure to be cherished and nurtured, a testament to the extraordinary bond between two species.